Hello Sussex Squaddies and welcome back to Celebrity Click. If this is your first time tuning in, please remember to like this video, share this video, leave a comment, and most importantly, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, I hope that you are all doing very fine from wherever you are watching this from. Now, it has been known for a long time that the leftover royals were actually covering up for Prince Andrew, and the statement that Andrew gave saying that he won't be using his royal titles, that is the Duke of York, he has lost nothing. Like everyone knows that Andrew has lost nothing. He is still Prince Andrew, and he didn't say that he is giving up his royal titles. He only said that he won't be using his royal titles. So that means he is still the Duke of York, but he won't be using the name. He won't be using the title the Duke of York. And don't forget, he is still keeping the royal lodge. And guys, I believe if the royal family wanted to prove that they are actually punishing this pedophile, the first thing they could have done is to send this person to jail. But guys, there is this phrase that goes and it says the truth will always come out. So there is this article that has been making rounds all over social media, and the headline is Virginia Joffrey said her Andrew interview pulled because of Kate and William. So apparently, Virginia Joffrey's memoir, Nobody's Girl, is out, and it actually stated that Virginia Joffrey actually had these interview with one of the ABC most famous reporter by the name Amy Robach, and she did this interview back in 2015. And then in 2019 there was a hot mic video leak whereby Amy Robach was saying that the reason as to why this interview wasn't aired, it is because when they contacted Buckingham Palace, they were threatened with a million things. And one of those things was the fact that if they dared air this interview, they wouldn't have access to William and Kate. Like Buckingham Palace used William and Kate as a leverage just to make sure that the interview that Virginia Jeffrey had with Amy Robach wasn't aired. But guys, as I have told you, the truth will always come out, and that is why we are learning about this right now. Like Buckingham Palace actually covered up for this, and so people in the internet are actually calling the royal family as the royal mafia family, and that is because they actually have the power to kill a story that they don't want. They actually have the power to kill a story that is going to destroy their reputation. And another thing that is making people mad all over the social media is the fact that the palace actually had the power to protect Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, but they did nothing. Yet they went out of their way to protect this pedophile, and yet they couldn't protect Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, who haven't done anything, and yet they were actually bullied by the UK media, who are actually being terrorized by the UK media, and the police actually helped in bullying them. And that is something that is making people mad, because the people are saying that they actually had the power, and if they wanted to help, they could have helped, but they didn't help, and that is because they didn't want this success. And guys, you all know the reason as to why the palace didn't help Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, especially Meghan, when she was being bullied by the UK media. They didn't help her because they didn't want Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, in the royal family, and that is because Meghan is a woman of color who came to the royal family, and she even became more popular than the leftover royals. So they were actually, for one, they were actually jealous of her. Secondly, they didn't want her, and thirdly, they didn't help her because they hoped that after the bullying she would leave. But But woe unto them, because what happened is Prince Harry chose to live with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and love won. So, guys, as I have told you, there is this article that is making rounds all over social media, and it is exposing Buckingham Palace dirty secret, and that is they actually used William and Kate as a leverage to protect Andrew, someone who is a sexual abuser, someone who is a pedophile. And they made sure that Virginia Joffrey's interview wasn't aired on ABC. And they said if the interview was aired, ABC wouldn't have any access to William and Kate. And guys, the funny thing is, I don't know about you, but for me, I have never seen ABC having a sitting with William and Kate. So definitely, they gave up their journalism ethics. They did this for nothing. And I believe that it would have been good if they actually aired this interview, if they had actually aired this interview, because somehow they would have found justice for this girl. But definitely, the palace did everything in their power to make sure that their reputation was not ruined and to make sure that they actually protected this pedophile. And so, as I have told you, one thing that is making people mad all over the social media is the fact that it is crystal clear that the palace had the power to protect Meghan and Harry, but they chose not to. If anything, they actually played a part in helping the UK media in bullying Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and that is why people are actually calling them the royal mafia family. So let us get to the comment section and see what people said about this. So the Sussex soldier says, the royal family, there is a word missing. Let's call them the royal mafia family. They use their power and the British media to destroy, silence and character assassinate their enemies, people who dare to speak up or stand up against them. And that is very true. And then we have this Pocket who says they sacrificed journalistic integrity for absolutely nothing in return. When did William and Kate sit down with ABC for a chit chat? Like never. Then you have Kiza who says never. Then we have Steina who says always trying to sweep it under the rug. Now, two with trying to banish Andrew to a remote location in Scotland and hope the noise goes away. Charles should speak up in support of trafficking victims and take a public stand. Then we have Snacky Guy who says, Lord have mercy. Imagine William and Kate using their child as a leverage to silence Epstein's victims. So much for the early years princes. And then there is Duchess Jessica who says, well, she's past. Time to air it. Chop chop. Then we have this Pokey Nerd who says, our world would certainly be a better place if Epstein crimes and all his cocoon aspirations has been revealed then, but also Andrew might have fared better. He's been the Epstein poster boy because he couldn't hide behind a more powerful, important man as he had done his entire life. Then Carol Rose, who says, can imagine the pressure that was put on her by many others to release the unredacted Epstein files. And JLD says William and Kate are as bad at the rest. William's attempts to promote himself as holier than thou in this saga is laughable. Absolutely, guys. So clearly, the palace will do everything in its power to silence and to kill any story that is going against them and any story that is actually damaging their reputation. But clearly, they were ready to sell the Sussexes, to throw Sussexes to the wolves and not even protect them while they had the power to do so. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and also please don't forget to hit that subscribe button.